Good day, I'm Theodore Henry, and this is your GIS News for Friday, October 6. Over 40,000 motorists are now benefiting from an improved and upgraded Marcus Garvey Drive. The new state-of-the-art 6-lane roadway was officially opened Thursday. Upgrades to the road include the installation of streetlights, signage, and traffic signals with pedestrian facilities, as well as the construction of 2 box culverts to improve drainage. Pointing out that Jamaica does not have the resources to respond to all road repair needs, Prime Minister Honus says funds are being spent on priority roads, which will create connectivity and drive growth on the island.
But we are putting in place a plan to ensure that we can fix your road. And we are very serious about it. So when we decide to fix this road, that is carrying 40,000 motorists every day, that is near to the ports, near to where we can develop logistics, that is where the connectivity will drive the prosperity.
He also announced that government has signed the agreement to extend the Mandela Highway project for $68 million. And in related news, the Prime Minister has assigned Minister Darrell Vaz to pull together the agencies needed to fix the drainage challenge in Montego Bay, St. James.
We almost floated off before we got here because the drainage is clearly an issue. That's a short-term, immediate capital expenditure. That's between the NWA and the Parish Council to resolve.
Mr. Honus gave the instruction Wednesday as he addressed the housewarming and 5-year celebration of ITEL BPO Smart Solutions at the Montego Bay Freeport. He used the function to reiterate government's commitment to building the proposed Montego Bay bypass.
We don't want to make an error, so we are now in the process of doing all the studies. They have done the traffic count, we're doing designs to see where's the best place to get the alignment for the bypass.
There has been an improvement in voluntary tax compliance for the first quarter of this fiscal year. Revenues continue to outperform targets, and at the end of July, collections were 7.8% above target and 8.3% more than last year's intake. Finance Minister Audley Shaw says upticks were recorded in taxpayer registration, on-time payment rates, and audits conducted. He provided the information from a fiscal policy paper interim report that he tabled in the House of Representatives recently. He also disclosed that special enforcement activities by tax administration recovered $101.7 million from chronic delinquent taxpayers and tax evaders, while 4 cases have been referred for prosecution. Government is proceeding with its administration of the human papillomavirus HPV vaccine program to grade 7 girls across the island. The clarification follows conflicting statements in the public domain about the postponement of the vaccine's administration. At this week's post-cabinet press briefing, Health Minister Dr. Christopher Tufton said the inconsistencies were as a result of sometimes ineffective communication among the multiple players involved in administering the vaccine. He explained that some delays had been experienced in instances where the schedule of school administrators and public health officials conflicted, or where the parents and the PTA body needed further clarification.
Where we do not have to delay, we will proceed as we have been doing. Where the delay is necessary to ensure full appreciation of the process, those delays will clearly be accommodated, because our objective is to ensure that everybody appreciates and understands what we are doing, why we are doing it, and what the benefits are to those who are involved, particularly our young ladies who will benefit from the vaccine.
So far, 309 first-form girls in 4 high schools have received the bivalent HPV vaccine. 22,500 grade 7 girls are targeted under the government's non-mandatory vaccine program. The bivalent vaccine is expected to provide 90 to 100% protection against certain strains of HPV and reduce the risk of cervical cancer, the second leading cause of female cancer-related deaths on the island. National Security Minister Robert Montego says new measures have been implemented at the Firearm Licensing Authority and a new board will be in place next week.
We have introduced the fingerprinting machine at the FLA, reintroduced the firearm examination, and declared an amnesty where 1,200 unlicensed guns were licensed and their ballistic signature captured. We are preparing to crush and cut some 2,500 guns that were in storage at the FLA for years.
Minister Montego says an accountability standard is also in place to track the over 13 million rounds of ammunition sold into the Jamaican market per year. The National Security Minister was speaking in Parliament on Tuesday during his opening debate on the Major Organized Crime and Anti-Corruption Agency (MOCA) bill. And finally, local pig production has increased by 38.9% over last year, and the sector is seeing an 11% growth quarter against quarter in 2017. The improvements were shared recently by the Principal Director in the Ministry of Industry, Commerce, Agriculture and Fisheries, Sean Baugh. He was representing Minister Carl Samuda at the 15th Annual General Meeting of the Jamaica Pig Farmers Association. While celebrating the improved output, Mr. Baugh urged farmers to expand and diversify their operations to the regional export market.
The ministry, through our Food Safety and Modernization Program, we stand ready to provide the support that you need to achieve the different global certification standards that are required to enable you to export.
And that's it for JIS News Today. I'm Theodore Henry. Thanks for watching.